Hi there, welcome back to my channel. My name's Tasha Simone. Today I'm going to just consume Soylent. I realized that I wanted to start this video now though, because even though I usually don't eat until like, I don't know, noon, 1 o'clock, because I just don't really get hungry, I do usually have coffee. Sometimes I put milk and or sweetener in my coffee, but I decided that I want all of my calories today to be from Soylent exclusively. So we're gonna make black coffee. So you may have heard of Soylent before. It's this stuff. It comes, I guess this is Soylent Green, but this is mint chocolate flavor. It's not, there's no actual humans in this if you've seen the movie. It's basically just like a meal replacement, like nutritionally balanced thing. Like each serving is 400 calories, which if going based off of like a normal 2,000 calorie diet that, you know, is on everything, that's like 1/5. So then like all the micronutrients have like 20% of the daily value, and then it's just like a balance of fat, carbs, and protein. It comes in like different flavors and it's super easy. This isn't an ad, by the way, like I'm not sponsored. I just like literally use the products, but I don't use them enough, so I'm gonna try to get through a decent bit today by only doing Soylent. They don't even recommend that you replace all of your calories with Soylent. I just feel like doing it today. And I had attempted to do this last week. I was thinking, oh, I'm gonna do like a whole week of only Soylent. And halfway through the first day, I was like, I cannot. Mostly because I only had like the liquid ready-made drinks, and my digestive system was like, please give me some sort of solid food. So I ordered some Soylent Squareds. They're like tiny little meal bars. It's basically one of these divided up into 4 things and made solid. And they have like 3 different flavors. They have salted caramel, chocolate brownie, citrus berry. We're gonna just kind of document my experience and see how it actually feels to only live on Soylent for a day. This will be fun. Knox, would you consume Soylent for a day? I didn't think so. You're a cat. You can't even have Soylent. So I usually don't eat in the mornings. Kind of just occurred to me that what I've been doing lately is intuitive eating, because I just don't eat until I'm hungry, and then I do eat when I'm hungry until I'm satisfied, and then I don't eat until I'm hungry again. I think that's basically intuitive eating. So yeah, it's 8 o'clock now, and I probably won't get hungry until like noon or 1 o'clock at work, at which point I'll have my first Soylent. But if I get hungry before that, I'll probably just have one of the Soylent Squareds to have like a little snack. But now that I'm having my coffee, I'm gonna go run. So around 11 a.m. I did start getting like a little snacky, I guess you could say. Like I was a little hungry, so I had one of the squared ones, and then a little later on around noon I was like oh, this is more of like a hunger. So I had the cafe chai, and I just kind of like slowly sipped it. I had about half of it, and then I just like started feeling kind of weird in my stomach, which I've noticed happen with just sometimes when I have Soylent. Like my stomach will have this weird like fullness feeling, but it's like not like what you get from normal food. But I think having the squares helped, because then I felt like I was eating something, at least, because I think my body just doesn't like a pure liquid thing. Like my mouth wants to have to chew to get the food. So it's about 1 o'clock. I'm eating the citrus berry squared. It's pretty good, pretty chewy. I don't know if you've ever had like a power bar, protein bar, like those specific ones. It's like that same texture, like the very dense, very like pliable, kind of like clay. I like the flavor. I had a salted caramel one earlier. I think that's my favorite of the 3 flavors. Not a huge fan of the chocolate one, although James likes them quite a bit. But they're nice little snacks to just kind of like have on hand, you know? It's also just funny to me because I realize I have what I would call a rebellious personality, like even to myself. Like if I say like, oh, I'm only gonna have Soylent today, then suddenly it's like, I just want to eat real food. And the opposite is true too, because if I tell myself I have to do something, then I no longer want to do it. Also, it's now like 5:30 p.m. I'm just getting home, I've sipped a mint chocolate Soylent through the afternoon, had another squared. Pretty boring. I don't know. I miss food. I'm now realizing the value that food and chewing food has in my life. I'm looking forward to this day being done. James and I are gonna go to Costco. So we're at Costco, about to go in, but we just pulled up. Basically, Soylent is hella convenient because I was able to just like sit at my desk and drink it, or walk around and drink it, or just like walk around with one of the squared things and eat it. And it's just like very, very convenient. I will give them that. And there's no thought, no prep. I just had to bring it, which is like super easy. However, it's like not satisfying enough for me. And I appreciate it for like the times when I do forget to eat, or if I'm like really busy and I don't want to have to like think about prepping food. Like, it will get me full, it will give me the nutrition I need, but it's not, it does not have the experience of having a meal. I will say that. James also did basically Soylent only today. How's your day been on that?
It's been pretty great. I didn't have to get up from my desk for snacks, which was probably a bad thing.
But also a good.
Also a convenient thing.
Yes. So it's like, I feel like Soylent is better suited for James type people who just like would otherwise forget to get any nutrition in their bodies. Whereas me, I do not easily forget about food. Sometimes I do, but usually not. Also, wow, my skin looks incredible right now. Yeah, I'm probably gonna, this is the last of the 4 that I packed. So I guess with the 2 bottles that I drank and the 3 squareds that I've eaten, I'm at 1,100 calories. This will make it 1,200 calories. I'll probably have another one when I get home, like another drink. Like, I want to eat real food though. Like, I miss that. Like, I'm hungry, but not for a Soylent. I'm hungry for an experience of a meal. Yeah, that's been my day on Soylent so far. The salted caramel flavor is definitely my favorite of the 3 though. I don't really like the chocolate ones. I think they just taste like a chalky chocolate, like protein powder type thing. Not that great. They don't really taste chocolatey to me. These are lit. They're just like sweet nuggets of goodness. And the citrus berry ones are like, okay, they're not super citrusy. They're not super berry-y. They're just like vaguely fruity. I think these are the most true to flavor and most like satisfying to me. One thing I have noticed is that I have drank a lot more water today than I usually do, I think. And I mean, I think I normally drink quite a bit of water, and I haven't tracked exactly how much, but I noticed at work I went and filled up my water bottle a lot of times, and I'm still really thirsty. I don't know if it's the Soylent. I don't know if it's the lack of like actual food. I'm not really sure. Maybe it's just the longing to have something. I don't know. I'm not sure, but I'm definitely hydrated. So we kind of have a bunch of these packets of Soylent powder because we did not use it nearly as quickly as we thought we would, just because it actually takes effort to mix it up. Plus it makes my stomach feel a little weird. However, the mint chocolate was the last of our non-cafe version. So we have the cafe chai, which are delicious. And I had one this morning, but they have caffeine, and it is now 7:30 at night. I don't want to consume caffeine. So basically I'm left with this. So I'm gonna mix some of this up and drink it. Yeah. So the nice thing about the powder is that you just do it by scoops, and 1 scoop is 200 calories and 2 scoops is 400. So like a bottle's worth is basically 2 scoops. I'm not like super hungry, I just want something. And so I'm just gonna do a single scoop measure and then add like 6 ounces of water. I just use a blender cup because it works, but you can also like blend it in an actual blender. James likes to do that. He'll also like add powdered peanut butter, which is delicious, but I'm trying to stick to just Soylent, so gonna do that. I think the powder is also the cheapest like per calorie if you think about it that way, which makes sense. It just takes a little extra work to do it in. I will say there's like a little bit of a texture to it. Like you feel it on between your teeth. It's almost like a grittiness, but not like too bad. I kind of enjoy it. It tastes edible. No, I actually kind of like the taste of it. It's not bad. At least for me, that the powder can kind of make me feel sick like half an hour after consuming, because it does the same fullness feeling as the pre-mixed drinks, but then for me it usually, if I do too much of it, it'll kind of have an extra weirdness to it that I don't know how to describe. I feel like I've kind of been ripping on Soylent this whole video. I genuinely enjoy the product, and I enjoy the different flavors and the convenience of it. It's great for like single meal replacements. I'm just realizing that doing a whole day of it is not really the best. They don't even recommend that you replace all of your calories with Soylent. So I think it's been almost half an hour and I haven't felt bad. I think that like a little 200 calorie boost was appropriate. So that puts me at a total of 1,400 calories of Soylent for the day. The only other things I consumed were a bunch of water and some black coffee and a cup of green tea. Would I do this again? Probably not. Yeah, I wouldn't recommend doing this per se. Soylent themselves don't even recommend it. Although, like, they're like, yeah, it's possible, but should you? Probably not. Like, it is cool because of the convenience and just not having to think about it, really. Especially if you're trying to, like, stay within, like, very specific, like, calorie goals for something. If you have to, like, bulk or cut or something, I mean, maybe that would be useful. Because it's really adjustable in like basically 100 calorie increments. So 1,400 was plenty for me. I think that's like fine for, I think that's about my average intake. I haven't tracked my calories for a bit, but that's like usually about what I eat, I think. I'm glad I decided to not do this for a whole week because I would just already be done with it. I would not be happy about that. I'm definitely gonna keep getting Soylent products in the future. I think I'm gonna keep getting the squared bars because I really like them. James likes them too. Oh my gosh. We love having cats. Other than that, it's been a fine day. I've had more time because I haven't had to like think about food, and I've just kind of like snacked on the squares when I needed it. And when I felt like real hungry, I would just start sipping on a bottle of it. I don't know. It's uneventful, honestly, but that's basically been my experience of surviving on Soylent for a day. I mean, if you try this for some reason, let me know your experience. I think it works differently for everyone. Some people might not have like the same like weird digestive things that I do with it. Some people maybe don't need the sensation of chewing and swallowing food. Maybe that's just a weird psychological need that I have. Who knows? Hope you enjoyed this. If you did, give it a thumbs up, subscribe, you know, all the things to do. Go drink some water and I'll see you in the next one. Bye.